as you know, hey, Winston, we like trolling, don't we? So I'm gonna put a couple of rod holders here and over there on an angle coming out, so that when I sit here on my cooler and I'm trolling, I won't have to hold my pole, and they will be on a nice angle away so I can troll two different poles at one time, because trolling works really good in the river. So I got me some screws, got us a drill, got us a couple drill. All right, that's about our length we need. Go ahead and make a clean cut on that end. Cut one, two. Now this is Schedule 80, guys, so don't try to cut it by hand. Get yourself the chop saw. And with the chop saw, you always want to support your other end. Just find something that's about the same height as the saw. Just like that. That'll keep your cut square. Okay, first we gotta make a cut on here to get a clean edge. Now here's the difference. This was cut with the chop saw. That was cut right there with like a little circular saw. Big difference. Now you know why. Yeah, you got a perfect little rod holder. These are the kind that you don't have to worry about kicking or having them break on you. Get your laser right on your mark. What you want to do is get one of the poles you're going to use, because you don't want it laying on the side of the boat. Just slide it down in there and kind of eyeball what's going to keep the rod off the side. Okay, that's good because that's right there, and that can be tucked in down there. Okay, so we're going to just put a tiny dot right there. That will keep this pole 3/4 to an inch off of the gunnel. Rod holder's going to be there. We're going to put one hole here and one hole here. And for the sake of continuity and symmetry, we'll put them in the same place. Of course, we want to drill a small hole. Okay, now put a little piece of wood under there so you don't damage your table. Got that hole. Now, the head of a screw isn't going to fit through a hole that size. That's where this guy comes in. And then you need to make sure that this drill bit will allow your driver to go through. Okay? So I'm going to make this hole bigger. Wallow it out a little bit so it looks good. You've got a rod holder, but we need two. So let's keep going. Now don't drill all the way through there. You're gonna have a hard time getting a screw to hold this thing on because there'll be nothing for it to grab. Alright, so now you got two rod holders. So all we want to do now is make marks. We don't want to drill into the metal. Just want to make marks using these holes as our alignments. Okay? Got your little dot there. It's in the middle. I got that end down there up against the console. So we're just going to make two marks. Okay, so now we got a mark here. This is aluminum. You don't have to drill very hard on this. So now what we're going to do, we don't want a super long screw because we don't want it going into our compartment. So we want a screw, being aluminum is 1/8 of an inch. This is 3/16 of an inch. So we really don't need a long screw. So all you guys who like to use 4-inch screws for everything, pay attention. That is enough to go through the pipe and the metal without puncturing anything behind it. This might be a little harder for some of you guys who aren't so coordinated, but you want to go down in that hole and put this screw in it. Okay, so now if you notice, it's in there. It's sticking out right here. It's sticking out right there. We're going to do this. Now we're going to get one in so it's positioned. That's it. Okay, now we'll do the other hole. Put your little drill bit in first. We're just going to make a mark. Just enough for that screw to tap. Now, if you don't do what I'm doing here by making these little pre-drilled spots, you're going to break the screw head. Okay, so look down there. Get it in place. You have a rod holder. As you can see, we've got well over an inch and a half clearance there. We've got a really nice angle. Okay, so we're going to put the other one in. We'll be back. We've got two of them now. Let's check them out. Good clearance here, even if something big takes it. And that is great. I got one up there, one over here, coming out that side. Comfort. Sometimes fishing can be hard. You need comfort. All right, it's that easy, guys. Go make yourself some. Peace.